Okay, I was going to tell you guys about the very first time that I used lavender oil. It was about 2 years ago because it was at my daughter's 5th birthday party, and I had about 12 to 15 guests here at the house. And she had asked me for what I think, if I recall correctly, was some type of risotto that you started on the stove and finished in the oven. Well, I'd never made it before, and but being that it was her birthday, I was obliging and doing whatever she asked because that's what us good mommies do. So I was making it, and I had put it in the oven at 425, and I think it cooked for around 15 to 20 minutes in the oven. Well, I used that time to go get ready, to finish getting ready before everybody got here. Well, the timer went off while I was still getting ready, and I didn't hear it. So in the meantime, my husband took the risotto out of the oven and sat it on top of the stove. Well, I came out of the bedroom from getting ready, went straight to the stove, totally forgot that this had just come out of a 425-degree oven. And being that it was a pan that I normally use on the stovetop, and it was a cast iron enamel, so it was really heavy, I needed to move it to use that burner, and I took both hands and picked up that really hot pan and moved it over to another burner. And now I know I was really fortunate. I was wearing shorts that I didn't just immediately drop it because I would have scorched my legs as well. But I obviously burnt my hands, both hands, really severely. And my first thought being that at the time I was an avid CrossFitter 5 days a week was that I was not going to be back in the gym for a month, 2 months. I didn't know. I was expecting that skin to literally peel off of my hands. So being that I had a house full of guests at this point, I tried to remain really calm, but I can remember just rocking and rocking back and forth because it was so painful. I had never had a burn like this. So I got my mom to call a friend of mine who was a doctor, and he told me use lavender oil and aloe vera, and we have a set of LED lights. So what I did was, I didn't have the aloe vera on hand, but I had the lavender. So I used the lavender essential oil, and I mixed it in a little bit of coconut oil, and I rubbed it on my hands, and I put it on the lights. And I did that maybe 3 times that day, 1 time the next day, and the very next day I was back at CrossFit doing pull-ups. Just, I wore my workout gloves just really because I wanted to protect my hands from getting any type of infection, since I knew they were still pretty raw, but I didn't lose a bit of skin, and it was really pretty miraculous. So that was my first introduction to lavender oil. So I hope you guys will find something in the post that maybe you can use it for, and let me know what you think.